Hi guys, this is Miss Jamie from the Twin Rivers branch, and today I'm going to show you how to make terrarium necklaces. Now, I've made terrariums before, but this is a different kind of terrarium. It's one of the ones that are completely enclosed and should be self-sustaining, and I'll show you what you have to do. Let's get started. Okay, so this is a really easy project to assemble, but the hard part is waiting for your terrarium to take root. So all you need for this project is chia seeds. You can buy this at the supermarket. These are actually pretty easy to find these days. Some potting soil, some cotton cording, a little bit of water, and a mini glass jar with a cork top. You can find these online or in your local craft store. I would suggest actually one a little bigger than the one I have. Maybe like half an inch bigger, but these were the only ones I could find for this video. They are just a glass jar and a cork, and the ones I have the little ring for our cording already, but you can find ones without it, and you can get the little hooks to screw in yourself. Pretty easy. So I'm going to take my jar and put it in front of me, but before we do anything else with it, I'm going to put a little bit of my chia seeds in our cup of water. This is to moisten them and get them ready for planting. So I'm gonna do a little sprinkle. Don't need too many of these. Now you can do this project with just moss as well, but it won't have the full effect of the terrarium water cycle, which if you keep it in the sun for a few days, especially with the chia seeds, they should create their own system of the sun causing the water to be released from the soil and the seeds, and then it will condense on the sides of the glass and then fall to the soil, causing the plant to grow. So this could be easier. This could be easier to put your soil into your jar if you had a funnel. You can make a funnel out of paper and a little piece of tape, or you can find a teeny tiny funnel on like the internet, or you can try to find one at your store, but it's actually really hard to find a funnel that will fit this tiny jar. So, but it's actually more fun to make a mess, so I'm gonna just carefully sprinkle my dirt. And what's planting without having a little bit of fun with it? You need about a centimeter worth of dirt, aka maybe a third of this jar on mine. Just like that. We're gonna let this go for like a minute. But as I've said, you can do this. This would be the time where you put moss in your jar and compact it. Too bad I don't have any moss to show you guys, but it's still pretty cool when you see them. So we're basically soaking our seeds so they have a little bit of a head start, as I've said. And when you put this out in the sun, it's going to evaporate off of there and create more water. So I'm going to use a toothpick to do this. So easily come off, because if you use your fingers, they're gonna just stick to your hands. You don't really want that. So using the toothpick, the seeds are now put into the jar. You can sprinkle a teeny tiny bit of dirt. But you do not want to add water to your dirt, because if you put too much water in your dirt, it'll just stick all over the jar and make it so much harder for you to deal with. And we're going to close it up with the cork. And we're going to leave this in the sun, the window, so it can get sunlight for a few days. And we'll check back on it in maybe 3, 4, 5 days. See what happens. So these are ones that I made a few days ago. And I wanted to see what would happen if I didn't soak my seeds and if I did soak my seeds. So, as you can see on the left here, this is the one that I didn't soak my seeds. For the first day, there was some condensation on the glass as they were released from the seeds and the soil, but now there doesn't seem to be much going on. Now the one on the right, this one here, is one where I soaked the seeds. As you can tell, there's some condensation and it's going back to the soil. There hasn't been any growth yet, but I'm hoping with this new one, we can get some action. So it's been about 5 days since I planted my terrariums. And let's see. This is the one I showed you guys. One right here. There was no action that I could tell, but that's okay. I'm gonna give it a few more days. This is the one where I didn't do any soaking whatsoever. And doesn't look like anything happened, unfortunately. But we have this one in the middle. And what is that? Oh, we have a sprout. This one was successful. So that's really exciting. Once your terrarium is sprouted, you're gonna have to cut a length of your string cording to make it into a necklace. See, mine is about this long because I like it longer, because when I put it on, it can fit over my head and fit right here. That's how I like it. So you can make this as long or as short as you want, but it's easier when it's longer like this. And there you have it, a terrarium necklace. It's really exciting though, don't you think?